Tell us about yourself, who you are, why you're here in Estonia.
Well, my name is Gabriel and I am from Nigeria, and I came here to Estonia like 5 years ago, or let me say 4 years ago.
But you also started a business here.
Yes, I started a business because I felt that I needed to do something, hence I already have like Estonian connection, that I need something tangible. Estonia is a lovely place to start business first, and also it's very easy to start business. Initially I wanted to start the same business back home, but after I went through some legal hurdles and what have you, and because also I want to stay close to where my daughter is, so I decided to start a business here in Estonia.
What you did before becoming an entrepreneur?
Well, I've been publishing also. I have published. I have a publication, but it's not defunct. The Oblige Voice. It was quite popular a few years ago, and actually I stopped publishing it immediately I moved to Estonia because I could no longer coordinate most of the travel or direct live radio speaking engagement, and I also worked with National Library in Nigeria, and at a point I was assistant librarian in one of the private universities in Nigeria.
But tell about your company. What are you doing and what's the name of the company?
The name of my company is MEPA OU. Is quite elaborate thing, but the basic business that we're doing is news agency and public relation.
But where did you get financial support to start the company here?
I am working, so I self-fund my project by myself.
Did you face any challenges when developing your company?
I didn't face any challenges when I wanted to register the company, but when developing it, I faced some little bit challenges because they have been like, I have a main competitor, which they are based in Switzerland. He started just like me many years ago. He's been doing the business for like 16 years, and so he's well established with offices on every other place. So I have challenges because he covers Africa and Middle East, and he's already taking so much grounds, and it's not going to be easy for me to break through. So that's why I decided that I'm not just going to focus in Africa and Middle East, that I'm going to put Asia to make it 3 continents.
And how do you feel about your work? What are the things you are the proudest of?
Well, I feel so proud because the reaction and the response I've gotten, even from my own competitor in terms of collaboration, they have written me because I wasn't expecting them to write me to know that I exist. The company is just less than 1 year, and also when I feel like it's time for me to have another thing that is definitely a bit different from the news agency, like a TV, which I'm really working on right now. So it's a kind of one of the milestones and so many other things too.
So also the next question, where do you see yourself in the next 3 years?
Yes, I see a lot of opportunities because opportunities are bound. It's just for you to reach out and get it. I envision having a television studio right here in Tallinn to start with, and if possible, an outreach somewhere in Asia. And most importantly, I see myself, producing content, quality content that the diasporas, people in diasporas, people from Asia, Africa, and Middle East that lives in diaspora can watch, can listen to, and still feel like they are still at home.
And what kind of marketing tools have you used?
Oh, well, it's kind of so. I actually don't like talking much about my marketing tools, but part of the marketing strategies I use is event, by organizing events and showcasing, because most I just organize African, Asians, and Middle East Startup and Developers Forum. It's part of the series of events which I'll be organizing. This one is just a day forum here in Estonia, but the next one is going to be conference outside Estonia. It's a part of my marketing strategy and also a source of kind of funding to the business also.
Thank you.